What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in F1XL Season 9. This is race 12, I think it is. And yeah, it's been a great season so far. A bit lacking on numbers, but even so, the racing has been actually pretty good. And I haven't had many incidents recently, touch wood. So I've actually been in the mix for like 3rd, 4th, 5th places, which is a lot better than usual. In terms of qualifying, my plan was to go on the super soft tyres. I thought the ultra soft tyres were pretty useless around here, so I had one lap to put in, and it was a bit tentative. I just wanted to get a valid lap in, and I thought 2.6 seconds off pole? No way! And then I saw the results, and Jigglypuff on super soft tyres was 7/10 quicker than the quickest 3 drivers in F1XL. So I actually thought that was really suspicious. Apparently he is the 4th quickest in the world. I did check that leaderboard out, but yeah, I do have my opinion on this, and I'm not going to talk about it in this video because you can just see the sector times there. So we've ended up in P8, just off the new guy Chris. So I don't know, we could have similar pace. We might see in the race. But Pred surprisingly in 9th, the last place. I thought that was a bit of a surprise, but qualifying, I don't think that important in F1XL this season, because we do have less than 10 drivers in there, so even if you start last, you're not going to lose too much time if you miss any incidents or anything, but obviously it's quicker at the front. But in terms of strategy, I was initially thinking super soft, then probably super soft again. That was probably a bit of a conservative strategy, but we could possibly go onto the ultra softs at the end. Depends what tyre wear's like. I know tyre wear is usually quite high around here, so we'll just adapt in the race and see what happens. But I'm looking for another conservative, well, not conservative finish, a consistent race. Just to get like P4 or 5, that'd be good enough. And 5 lights, and away we go. We get a decent start compared to Chris on our right hand side, but we don't really have anywhere to go here, so I take it very cautiously. Brake pretty early, don't want any contact. There's a little bit of contact in the midfield. Jigglypuff from poles down to P5, and we're just slotting in behind these guys, just looking for any old opportunity to get an overtake done. And looks like there could be an opportunity here. I thought about going for it, but nah. Look, you might as well wait for the straights. Yeah, let's see what our straight line speed is compared to the guys around us. So we're on the back of Vapid Coot here. I think he made his debut in the last race. I actually can't remember, but yeah, it was a solid debut overall. So we're closing in using the slipstream and rich mix, and we actually had decent straight line speed compared to Vapid, so we can go for the move into the chicane. Can we outbrake him on his ultra soft tyres? Yes, we can. I think he's still there actually, so we're going to have to go around the outside for the second part, and we actually get the move done. Brilliant traction there, and up to the P7. I was very happy with that move. And Chris is on the back of Jigglypuff, so they're going side by side. Let's see if we can take advantage of anything here as we go into the braking zone. Are they going to make any contact? No, but Jigglypuff does go a bit wide, holds up Chris's momentum, and we're right on the back of them now, so we'll be trying to get past as soon as possible. Try and get onto the lead group, who are all on ultra soft if I'm not mistaken. So on the back of Jigglypuff now. Doesn't have the same pace as he did in qualifying, unfortunately for him, but we use the slipstream and rich mix again, and we go for it. So we've gone one to the right in terms of setup, the 4th setup, so I'm thinking these guys might be on the 3rd setup, so we might have advantage in terms of straight line speed. Are we going to get the move done? Yes, we do. We leave him a bit of space on the inside. I'm not even sure he was there, to be fair, and that puts us up to P6. So 2 very decent moves, very happy with them. And now I'm trying to fight with Chris for P5 behind the lead pack. So I was trying to close in, try and do the same thing I did on the past 2 laps. Rich mix, DRS, try and get into the slipstream. We're a little bit far back. I think he just lagged there, which brought him closer to us, which was a bit strange. But I thought, yeah, I'll stay behind for now, and then we'll try and pounce on the exit here with the second DRS on a great exit. Quickly up to gear 3, into the slipstream. So we should have a shot here of going for the move. He's probably going to go defensive. Thought about going to the inside, but no, we're going to try all the way around the outside. And we've got the move done. We definitely have the straight line speed advantage of the cars we've just overtaken. So yeah, I think we're a little bit slower in the 1st and 3rd sector, but we can make it count on the straight. So ahead of us is Stroll F1 Lover. I've got to point out that is Jack Spar, my rival. He, as Vapid Coot actually crashes out, I think, and there wasn't a safety car, but yeah, Stroll Lover, that's his new name, because when Stroll was in P2 at Baku with 5 laps to go, he put a tweet out, if he doesn't finish in P2, I will change my name to Stroll F1 lover, and what do you know, Bottas takes Stroll at the line. So lap 5 now, that was our first one for exceeding track limits. It's so easy to corner cut to this track. I knew there'd be penalties all over the place, and I was just trying my best to avoid getting them. So Hansen, and I think I'm going to call him Jack Sparr, I can't call him Stroll lover. Or can I? Do I want? Actually, yeah, I'll go for it. So the top 3 all pitted. And Liam as well, who was in that pack, has stretched these tyres out a long time on lap 6 here. So that means he's probably done about 8-9 laps overall, including qualifying, which is a bit of a stretch, I've got to say. That inner curb definitely affected my car. Chris was quicker than me at this point. And look, King Liam has span out there. I don't know if he's got a puncture, but that's definitely hindered his race in terms of fighting for the win here. And it's very key at the moment. Him and my teammate Nuthead, and I think Pred as well, fighting for the championship, so that's not going to help his cause at all. And we're in the lead. It always feels good to be in the lead. Chris pitted at the end of lap 6, so he's going for a bit of an undercut there. We're coming in at the end of lap 8. Felt like the perfect time to come in and put on the soft compound tyres. So I expected to come out in around probably 6th position. Let's see if we can get a decent stop from the guys here. Onto the softs, and 2.9, so not the quickest, but let's see where we do end up. As Jigglypuff pits on the same lap as us. We do come out in P6 behind Chris. He has got the undercut on us. He did have 2 extra laps on them tyres. So we'll come to the second sector and see how far we are actually behind him. So is it going to be that close? I'd probably guess around, I had to guess 3-4 seconds, so 3.5 seconds. So let's see if we can catch up to him, because there's a bit of a gap between the top 4, then Chris, then myself, and then we skip to lap 15 here. Not a lot happened, I just couldn't catch up to Chris. He had some brilliant pace, so does seem to be a great addition to the league. Hansen goes in for an early final pit stop, Stroll as well, and my teammate pit as well. So lap 19 now. I think Chris was saying that he was going to try and go to the end, but very difficult to pull off a one-stop around here. And now I was just holding up Stroll and Hansen for my teammate, because I'd made the decision to go onto the Ultrasofts for the final stop, and by doing that strategy I'd be able to hold up these two for my teammate. I am playing the team game, I'm playing the number 2 driver role. It's not great, but I've got to do what I've got to do for my team, and Stroll got the move done. But hey, we're going to get DRS here. We're going to look, oh, I thought about going for the inside there. Bit of lag as well to make things a little bit more difficult. We turn in here, get the move done, and now we're definitely holding up Stroll and Hansen. Just keep looking in my mirrors. They must be getting absolutely frustrated by this, because they are clearly quicker than me, and I didn't want Stroll to win. I can't call him in. No, I didn't want Jack Sparr to win this race. Best scenario, I thought I'd make him drop down to P3, get my teammate to win, and that was my plan, because he is my rival in the championship, and Mav has actually retired, who was in the top 4, so we're aiming for P5 in the standings, me and Jack, and that's an all-star race qualification place, which is our extravaganza 100% race at the end of the season between drivers in all 4 leagues, which should be fun. So back to this race. Chris has stayed out. Looks like he might go for the Ultrasofts in the final stint, or might try and stretch them tyres out to the end. But still, Stroll, no, Jack Sparr, Hansen and Nuthead are all fighting tooth and nail behind me. It's getting very close indeed, and just look at this. I get absolutely swamped because I'm braking early. I'm on 1 tyres, and oh, we're so close to contact, me and Hansen. I didn't see him go up my inside, and then I noticed Nuthead's overtaken both of them. So what do? This must frustrate them two so much. I just let him pass so easily, playing the team game, and that's actually the moment that will give Nuthead the victory, because in this sector it's virtually impossible to overtake if the lead driver doesn't make a mistake, and I'm just holding Hansen up very nicely indeed. Watch Nuthead fly off into the distance. Just ruining Hansen and Jack Sparr's chance of the victory. I'm an awful person, but we don't get a great run out the final corner. We are really struggling on these tyres at the moment, but I was going to try and stretch him. I think at the end of this lap, I'll come in for the Ultra Softs and do 7 laps on them. Hansen tries to go all the way around the outside of turn 1, but I think he gets on the curb, so doesn't get a great exit. And now he should get a great chance of overtaking me. You can see my tyre wear there, high 50%. Hansen goes for it, gets the move done, and Stroll looks like he's... I don't know what to call the guy. But Hansen gets the move done. He does actually go wide, so I get the shot of coming back at him with DRS. What what a moment it would be if I could overtake him again. Is he going to go defensive? He does, so we go for the outside line. The amount of times I've done this move over the years, and we don't actually get it done this time. Hansen does come back. We leave the door open, and I thought, I don't really want to be going side by side. What's the point of risking any damage? We're pretty much guaranteed of P5 at the moment. I think Chris is going to be too far ahead of us. And the guys behind us aren't really putting us under any threat, so I think P5 was pretty much guaranteed. Obviously going to do our best not to get a penalty, because penalties could come into this. We don't know, because this, as I said before, is such an easy track to corner cut at, and especially with strict corner cut rules. So Hansen's ahead, and I'm blocking up Jack Spa, so I'm kind of shaping the order here, who's going to finish P1, P2, P3, but Chris does come into the pits, gives up on them soft compound tyres, and I'd imagine putting on the ultra softs. That's what I'm going to go for. He actually goes for the super softs, so a bit conservative there. I know these tyres can go around 6-7 laps. Liam showed before that taking them for, including qualifying, around 8 laps is not great, because I think that's probably why he did spin out. And we're just coming out ahead of Jigglypuff. How close is it going to be? I think it's just, and we're just ahead for now, but he should be putting us under pressure. He'll get the RS as well, but I think with the grip from these ultra softs, we should be okay to defend from him. I didn't see the gap there to Chris, but it's just too big to close down in this final stint, and we can just see on the minimap my teammate has quite a gap now, so I think I've done a great job for him. So I could do with a lifetime supply of champagne or something like that. So yeah, Nuthead, if you fancy sorting that out for me, then yeah, go for it. But Jigglypuff goes for a very late move there on myself. I didn't actually see him go for like the final part of the move, so I might have turned in a little bit there. But we up to P5. I think Liam made his final pit stop, and yeah, the virtual safety car came out, and I think, is that to do with Vapik leaving the session? Because if it is, that is pretty stupid, because he'd crashed out earlier on, if I'm not mistaken, so I don't know what that's all about. And look at this stupidity. I just wasn't paying attention, then I noticed, oh crap, 7 seconds, 2 seconds above the delta. Oh, this was so close. It was nearly just stupid driving. Why wasn't I paying attention? We ended up losing 9/10 to the delta there, which did bring Jigglypuff closer to us, and Liam did actually retire from the race. I'm not sure if he crashed or anything, but in terms of the championship, that's big news, and it looks like we're going to be coming out home in P5. My teammate has won this Grand Prix, so well done to him, and we're just cruising around the final few corners, making sure not to get any warnings. We only got 2 warnings in this race, so we're not going to get a penalty, and we're coming home to end up in P5. But no, it's P4. We've actually beaten Jack Spa. I just couldn't believe it. He got 19 seconds worth of penalties, which is crazy really. But look, brilliant race for the Renault team. 2 drivers with no penalties, 37 points to the team total, and for Nuthead in his championship battle, that's absolutely brilliant, because Liam retired, 25 points gained over him, and it's just a perfect scenario for him. We just missed out on the podium, unfortunately. Chris got a podium on his debut, so congrats to him. In terms of the driver standings, you can see the big lead at the top of the standings, but in terms of our championship, we're currently in P6. We are fighting for P5. As you can see, Mav has retired, so we do need to gain 44 points in the next 9 races, and I am definitely missing the British Grand Prix, so in 8 races we need 44 points. I think that's realistic, but we have been doing pretty well recently, so I'm just hoping for a couple more podiums this season and to maintain the 25-point gap over Jack Spa. So if you have enjoyed this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.